My strawberry cheesecake dump cake recipe is easy and delicious. Made with a base of just 4 ingredients, learning how to make this amazing dessert is super simple. Let's get started. For a 9x13 baking dish, you will need 2 21-ounce cans of strawberry pie filling, 8 ounces of cream cheese. I am using whipped cream cheese spread, but you can use an 8-ounce block if you want. 1 15.25 ounce box of cake mix. I'm using white, and 2 sticks of unsalted butter. Although, like I said, you only need 4 ingredients. If you want to take it to the next level, I recommend adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. As you can see, my baking dish is already buttered, so we can go ahead and get started. The first step, just as the name suggests, is taking the cans of pie filling and literally just dumping them into the pan. So I'm going to take my cans, just dump them in like this, and then spread out the filling as evenly as possible. Now, this next step is optional, but I highly recommend adding these next 2 ingredients. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. The lemon juice, I'm just gonna put a little bit into my spoon and drizzle it over the top. Lemon juice helps to bring out fruit flavors, especially berry flavors. So whenever I make a cobbler, I add lemon juice. It's really going to help bring out the flavor with the store-bought strawberry pie filling and help it taste a little bit more homemade. If you don't like lemon, you could do lime, just some sort of citrus. And now I'm also going to do 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt just to help balance out the flavors a little bit, all the sweetness. And now I'm going to take my spoon, I'm going to try to spread the lemon juice out as evenly as possible. Now that the pie filling layer is done, it's time to move on to the cream cheese. So like I said here, I have 8 ounces of cream cheese spread. I'm just going to take some spoons, one to dig into the spread and the other to help push it off the spoon, and just put in little bits of the spread, little dollops, I guess you could say. As I said earlier, you could use an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. If you do that, I would slice it as thinly as possible and just lay it across the top of the fruit filling. But honestly, I think this is probably going to be a little bit easier, and I think the whipped spread is going to melt and spread out a little bit easier, or a little bit more as well. I've made dump cakes with strips of cream cheese off the block, and although it tastes good, that doesn't really melt, doesn't really spread out. So if you want the cream cheese layer to be more spread out, I think the whipped spread is the way to go. Now that all of the cream cheese is in the dish, you can go back to try to spread it out a little bit, but it's so sticky and the filling underneath isn't solid. It's going to be hard to really smooth it out, but you could try to if you want. So I'm going to just try to spread it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is supposed to be an easy recipe, easy and forgiving. And now that the filling layer is done, it's time to move on to the cake mix. So once again, as the name suggests, all we're gonna do is take the box of cake mix, take out the bag, and literally just dump it in. It's gonna move across the top like this, trying to dump it in as easily as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to go back and smooth it out, but still just do your best. And now that all the cake mix is in the dish, I'm just going to take a fork and drag it across the top to smooth everything out and break up any lumps. Notice I'm literally just dragging it across the top. I'm not digging in, I'm not mixing. Cake mix, or excuse me, dump cakes are supposed to have layers. So you literally just want to lay each layer on top of the previous one. Do not mix. Nice and gentle, just spread your fork across the top. It does not have to be perfect. You don't have to obsess over it, but just get it as close as you can. Now that the cake mix topping is done, it's time to add the butter. This is the most time consuming part of the recipe, but arguably the most important. Like I said, 2 sticks of butter. I have a plate here, a sharp knife. And what I'm going to do is I am going to cut the butter into small pads. I'm going to lay those pads across the top. So like this. I'm just gonna cut a pad of butter like this, so where you can see it. Literally just lay the butter across the top like this to where they're barely touching. Like I said, this is very important because what's going to happen as this dump cake bakes is that the butter is going to melt down into the cake mix and moisten it and turn it into a delicious buttery crumble. So I'm putting small pads of butter across the top so that it's distributed as evenly as possible. This is the way I've always done it. I know it's tedious, but you want to make sure as much of the cake mix comes into contact with butter. I've seen some recipes in which people melt the butter and then pour it across the top. I think that could work, but you run the risk of having large parts of the cake mix dry, and if it's dry, it's not going to taste good at all. I've also seen people melt the butter and then mix it with the cake mix in another bowl and then pour the crumble on afterwards. I've never tried that. I think it would probably work, so if you give that a try, let me know. I've also had someone ask me about freezing the butter and then grating it on a cheese grater or in a food processor and then sprinkling that over the top. So, like I said, if anyone tries anything else, please let me know. But this is definitely a surefire way to make sure that the butter is evenly distributed. So I'm going to finish doing this, and while I finish this, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I just finished laying the pads of butter across the top. As you can see, I used almost all 2 sticks, but not quite. Where there was a little bit too much space between the pads, as you can see, I went back and I just filled in that space. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is that this will be 1000% easier if your butter is cold. So make sure your butter stays in the refrigerator before you attempt this. So when you get all your ingredients together, like I had my butter off to the side, I would keep it in the refrigerator after you make sure you have it, because like I said, it is going to be much easier to cut if it is cold. My oven is preheating, so once it hits 350 Fahrenheit, I'm going to put this in uncovered. I'll let you know for how long. I can already smell it. It smells like a strawberry cheesecake Danish. I'm really excited. I just pulled my strawberry cheesecake dump cake out of the oven. It was in at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, uncovered, for 60 minutes. 1 hour. It looks and smells fantastic.
As you can see, this dump cake looked amazing. The topping was perfectly golden brown and the filling was a bright red color. I actually waited until the next day to give it a try, and when I cut the first slice and took the first bite, I knew that my strawberry dump cake cheesecake recipe was a big success because it was absolutely delicious. First off, the flavor. The strawberry flavor was surprisingly strong, considering that I used canned pie filling and not fresh or frozen fruit. I think that the little bit of lemon juice really helped to bring out the fruit flavor. I could taste the cream cheese as well, the bit of tanginess in the background making the filling more interesting than it would be if it had just been plain strawberry. Although the cream cheese did affect the flavor, I think its main contribution to this recipe was adding creaminess to the filling. The filling's texture and flavor was definitely different from the time that I made a plain strawberry dump cake, not necessarily better or worse, just different. I really liked the texture and flavor of the cake mix topping as well. As I said earlier in the video, as the butter melted, it soaked down into the raw cake mix and turned it into a crispy, crunchy crumble that was super sweet and super buttery. Absolutely fantastic. And now that I'm holding the first slice up to the camera, you can see what I'm talking about. The filling definitely had a creaminess that other dump cakes don't have, that just have pie filling. And the topping was crispy, crunchy, just absolute perfection. I thought that the fruity creaminess of the filling and the buttery crunchiness of the topping worked together perfectly. So in terms of both flavor and texture, everything worked in perfect harmony. This was actually my first time making this dessert, and I'm glad that I did because, like I said, it was fantastic. Although I would definitely make it again and I wouldn't tweak it too much, there are a couple things I wanted to point out. Although you really only need 4 ingredients for this strawberry cheesecake dump cake, I highly suggest adding the lemon juice because, like I said, I think it really helps to bring out the fruit flavor. If you watch my channel regularly, you know that whenever I make a fruit pie or cobbler, I pretty much always add some lemon juice because I think it brings out all fruit flavors, but especially berries. So I would definitely suggest adding that extra ingredient. Also, in terms of the cream cheese, like you saw earlier in the video, I used whipped cream cheese spread, but I think you definitely could just use a regular 8-ounce block of cream cheese. The only thing is that you would have to be careful to slice it thinly and then lay those slices of cream cheese on top of the strawberry pie filling, similarly to how I laid the pads of butter on top of the cake mix, making sure that they were sliced thinly and distributed evenly. Also, I think that if you used block cream cheese, even if you cut it into thin slices, it's not going to melt. That's what I've noticed when I've used cream cheese in other dump cake recipes. So if you want your cream cheese to be as evenly spread out throughout the filling as possible, I would recommend using the whip spread so that you have a little bit of that tanginess, that tangy cheesecake flavor in every bite. Also, although I used a white cake mix, I think you could use yellow as well, probably even chocolate or even strawberry. So if you make this recipe and you use a different type of cake mix like chocolate or strawberry or maybe even lemon, let me know how it turned out in the comment section below. But with those comments aside, my easy strawberry cheesecake dump cake recipe turned out very well. It was simple to put together, it tasted great. This would be perfect for a beginner cook or someone who wants to make a dessert in a 9x13 dish to feed a crowd, whether for a holiday, a summer picnic. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, whatever the occasion, if you make this recipe, I know you'll like it. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.